What's going on, Urban CEOs? Taria Vision Avant here, and we are here for another edition of As Real as It Gets TV. I'm not going to hold you up, guys. I want to get straight into this show. So, first of all, I'm excited that you guys are here. Please make sure to leave a comment below, and you never know, we might be shouting you out on the next show. So let us know your city and state, where you're chiming in from. Let us know what you do. And also, we get hundreds of people who watch each one of the different channels. I mean, we're broadcasting on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. What else? I don't even know. Multiple Facebook groups. We're also now on Roku TV. Let's give it up! Yeah, baby! But listen, this show is all over the place. But leave a comment. Let everybody know who you are, what you do. Include your website. You just never know. Somebody might be looking for you. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and get straight into this show. In fact, what I want to do is bring up one of our incredible urban CEOs to share with you guys the quote of the day. So let's go ahead and take it over to our urban CEO, and I'm going to holler at y'all in a minute. How you doing? Goodbye.
Hi, Urban CEOs. My name is Shakita D. Days, and my organization is dedicated to helping individuals become stronger financially, to help with LLC, nonprofit licensing, becoming a life agent. And for those of you out there looking for life insurance in Florida and the state of Mississippi, don't forget to visit our website at www.ddd2c.biz and fill out your contact information. Also, we're giving out a free consultation, a one-on-one, for those of you want to know more about starting an LLC or a nonprofit. We're giving away a free consultation. Just fill out your contact information and reference that subject. The quote of today is, prosperity leads to passion. Prosperity leads to passion. Just say yes, just do it. A lot of times we sit around and we procrastinate about the things that we want to do. But if you want to know if you're really committed to your journey or your destination, just take a look at the steps that you've taken so far in your life, the things that you started. Have you look at the time frame that you started those things and how long you stayed within that dream or within that journey. If you only been within that journey for like a couple of months and you quit, then your commitment level is very low. So remember, passion leads to prosperity. Always be passionate about what you want in life.
Hey, guess what, y'all? As Real as It Gets is on Ice Cold TV Television Network every Tuesday night at 8:30 p.m. Central, 9:30 Eastern on any Roku TV, any Roku device, or you can tune in at IceColdTVTelevisionNetwork.com. Don't miss it, baby.
Will Roundtree, Twyla Portis, Carla Beatles, Orlando Haynes, Dr. Jasmine Zapata, Andrea Williams, Dr. LaTanya Jackson, Kitten Gray, Brian Keith Bailey, Isabel Rojas, and then we have Micro. We have Annette Bryant, as well as Dr. Stevie Aisha Mills. What do all these people have in common? My name is Taria Vision Avant, and since 2014, I've helped more than 5,000 speakers, coaches, and network marketers to write books to grow their business. Look, this is the best time more than ever to actually finally get that book done. So if you want to join my free masterclass and to learn more about how I can help you to get your book done, go to abookin30days.com. I hope you join me. We actually have an intensive book camp coming up very soon. So I hope that you pull up on us and join me. All right. So abookin30days.com, and I'll see you there. Deuces.
Hello, beautiful people. My name is Chanel Spencer, and I help women to transform their lives and to create a seat at their own table, because we are no longer waiting for a seat at anybody else's table. We're just going to go build our own. So you can connect with me at Chanel Spencer now for both Instagram and Facebook, and check me out on my website at www.readytotransformnow.com. So I'm going to be giving the Urban CEO announcements today. I'm super excited about it because, you know, the announcements are important. So Urban CEO is looking for ambassadors. Please visit our website by going to www.urbanceonetwork.com. to find out more about joining our movement. Again, right now, www.urbanceonetwork.com. Also, As Real as It Gets TV airs to thousands of people weekly. Do you want to have your product or services promoted on our show? Yes, I know you do. Email us at info@urbanceonetwork.com for promotions. And our last but not final, we believe that leaders are readers. This is very true. So with that said, Urban CEO is looking for authors to be highlighted in the Author's Corner. If you are an author and you want more exposure, please send your email to info@urbanceonetwork.com with Author's Corner in the subject, okay? And for me, thank you for tuning into our lovely Urban CEO announcements. And I have my own special announcement that I'm super excited about. I just recently launched my book, Warrior's Paradigm, Turning Your Brokenness into Beauty, one of many that's coming. And I'm super, super excited about that. So check that out at www.readytotransformnow.com. Again, right now, like not tomorrow, right now, www.readytotransformnow.com. Thank you so much for tuning into the announcements and being here with us at As Real as It Gets TV. Back to you, Taria.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Taria Visionavant, and I wanted to just jump up here real quick and tell you, have you heard about the Urban CEO Network? Darling, if you have not heard about Urban CEO, then you need to make sure that you jump on board. Right now, we have a special so that you can actually be a part of our Urban CEO Academy, which is our monthly membership program, where not only do you get exclusive access to events, discounts, and things of that nature, but you also get training that's designed to help you to grow your business. Right now, you can join for 7 days for free and see what we're all about. All you need to do is go to urbanceoacademy.com and check us out. For real. Like, we're the fastest growing organization right now, designed to help men and women that come from the urban community that want to grow in business, that want to grow in their career, or you simply just want to be able to grow in your life. Urban actually stands for unapologetic, real bold, action-oriented, and non-conforming. So come over here, check us out, join. We want you to be a part of what we're doing. 7 days free. You have really, it's a win-win situation, so you can see what we're all about, all right? So join. I look forward to seeing you guys there. I'm going to talk to you later. Deuces. All right. Well, hello, everybody. We are back. And listen, the commercials are popping. Our ambassadors are popping. My only question is, have you joined the organization? If you haven't joined the organization, you need to pull up on us. I promise you, we have so many great things that are taking place with Urban CEO Network. I am so excited. I am so pumped up. But you know what? It's now time to bring on our incredible VIP guest of this particular show with As Real as It Gets. Now, let me tell you this, okay? Before I even get into giving her wonderful introduction, because she definitely deserves a phenomenal introduction, I just want to tell you one thing about this young lady. When I had a chance to meet her, I've only been in Houston for 2.5 years. And so somebody had told me, you need to meet this woman right here, right? And so I'm an introvert in extroverted situations. So I went and I got a chance to connect with her, and then I saw her at another event. And let me tell you about her. She is like the connection queen. She was like, you need to talk to them, you need to talk to him, you need to talk to them, you need to talk to... Like, literally didn't know me. And that just is just a testament to how great of a woman she is. And so I'm just so grateful to have her on the show. Y'all, she was actually supposed to be on our summit for the Urban CEO Summit that we were having in Houston, Texas. But we all at the crib now. So we're going to go ahead and bring her up. So let me just give you a little bit about her. Her name is Dawn Paul, and she is an award-winning media professional and personality, national speaker, author, and entrepreneur. She's just got this brand new company that's popping and locking right now. Well, I don't know how new it is, but we're going to talk a little bit about that as well. As I told you, she is an author, a speaker. She's been all over the place, and especially here, very well known in Houston, Texas. She has launched global campaigns in Fortune 500 arena and public sector, serving as a senior writer and as an editor-in-chief for print and digital publications. Y'all, she's been featured on Fox, NBC, CW, all types of stuff. I want y'all to give it up. We're going to get a real intro for her. I want y'all to clap, even though I can't hear you, but clap and give it up for none other than our guest of today, Dawn Paul. Well, hello, Dr. Dawn Paul. How you doing, Queen?
Hey, how are you? I got my Urban CEO Award.
Yay! Yes, honey, you see that right there? Yes, darling.
Honey, it's better than an Emmy.
Yes, praise the Lord, praise the Lord. Yes,
Emmy's coming, but the Urban CEO is just as good, honey.
I received that. Well, yes, she was actually on our panel for a summit that we did, our very first summit that we did in Houston. Nobody know who I was really, and she came up and of course tore the house down. And then we wanted to bring her back. I'm going to be honest, y'all. Listen, I was so excited about the upcoming summit that we were having, but of course, due to the situation of the world, we are here in our homes, okay? But you know what? We were having a conversation before we got started, and I can't wait to kind of dive into a little bit about reinventing ourselves. But before we talk about the reinvention, Dawn, do me a favor. Let everybody know a little bit more about you. How did you get to the place of where you are today?
Hey, everybody. I have to do my intro. Look, thank you, Lady T. Can we call you Lady T or
Of
Taria?
course,
What do you
of
prefer,
course.
darling? Either way.
Just don't call me
I
broke or
told
nothing
you,
like that.
you know,
Anything is good.
Yeah. I am Dawn Paul, a.k.a. the Dr. Dawn, certified life coach. My prescription is my words. That's my tagline. I've been a certified life coach for a few years, but I also have been doing communications for like 10 plus years. So, I started getting all these questions. How do you do this? How do you do that? Because how do you get featured on this? And I said, I need to turn this into a business too. So Obsessed with Media was born about 3 years ago. And really one of the foundations of the company, well, one of the many foundations of the company is integrity. I got tired of depending on people providing subpar services. And I said, I can do this. I'm not going to pay you for flyers. So we do graphic design. We also do professional writing, editing. I've been an editor-in-chief, written for global companies, so I said, yeah, let me do it. So part of it was being disappointed. So I said, I can do this. And then just people coming up asking me, we help people get media opportunities. We help pitch. We help polish your presentation so you can make profits. So that's what we love to do. And I just love what I do.
I love it. Polish your presentation and make profits. The 3 P's of it all. Okay. Well, so now that, and I love, that we're talking about this particular topic because, right now more than ever, when we talk about getting exposure and getting in front of people, I mean, this is the time to do it, right? You got to be able to separate yourself from everybody else who's doing broadcasts and things like that. So I know our topic of discussion is all about pitching and preparing yourself for those places where you're going to be sharing who you are, what you do to get on those platforms. So my first question for you are, what are some of the do's? Because I want to talk about marketing. What are some of the do's and don'ts that you always, advise with your clients when it comes to marketing?
One of the things I would say when it comes to marketing is your reputation. Now we are in a place where if you don't deliver, you will be blasted on social media, Twitter, Instagram. One of the mistakes I see small businesses making, you are over-promising and under-delivering. It's bad marketing. That's bad marketing. Sorry, it is. Some people say, just take the business. No. The supply can't meet the demand. So I think that's one of the things, but also one of the things right out the gate, a lot of businesses just want to spend money. You're spending money on all this. Somebody does a pretty video. Oh my God, $5,000. And then next month I can make 5 million. No, do your research on your industry, and you have to know your target audience.
Yes. Yes.
First, you have to know your target audience, because if you know your target audience, then you know what they need, because it's not about you. So first you need to know your target audience, what they need, and how your services and products are the solution to their problem. How are you going to solve their problem?
Yes. Yes.
So that's what you need to look at. That's what you need to look at, and then do research. Do research, and look at the competition as well. Look at what your competitors are doing, and then elevate that level of service.
Okay.
So yeah. That's some things.
So so now I'm about to go off the questions, because now I want to talk about, because you said target market, and that's one thing that I'm always trying to like explain to people to understand what that means, right? And I know you see this all the time, where somebody gets up and they say, I help anyone and everyone. Explain to me, or explain to our viewers, what do you mean by target market, and how does one like identify that? How do you figure out who your target market is?
Well, the target audience or target market, who is your customer? Who is going to buy from you? Okay, or you can do it the other way. Look at your product and service and who needs it. That's kind of how you can determine your target audience. Now, I'm always going to promote myself marketing. I am a co-author of a book, and my chapter was on communications, being a brand boss. So one of the things, because Taria, I know you're all about holding up your books.
Yes, ma'am. If you want to read a portion out of it, please do.
Because what do you say? Always bring your books with you. Have them on you at all times. But anyway, we'll get to that later. But the point I'm trying to make is you don't have to make it complicated. Look at your service and product. Who needs it? That's your target audience. But what you don't say is, I want them to be my target audience. That's not, no. So what product and service do you have? Who needs it? That is your target audience. To make it very simple for you, don't make things complicated. Don't make it complicated for yourself.
Absolutely.
And then you can build a strategy and a campaign around that. If it's Black women, if it's Latinos, then you know how to market to that group.
Absolutely. So,
and then also with pricing,
go ahead. No, hook them up.
Also, you need to look at their salary. Like if your product is $100 a pop, but your target audience, their average salary is $60,000, and it's a household of 5, you may need to lower it. You see what I'm saying? It's a whole lot, but it's really not complicated. It starts with knowing your target audience and then doing some research. Yeah.
Absolutely. One of the things I also like to say, Don, I say, think about that one person. So I don't know if you knew, I thought I wanted to be an actress at one time, right, child? So I went to LA for a whole month to take this course. Like, I think about some of the stuff I've done. I'm like, wow.
Funny, haven't we all?
Yeah.
And you may come to that. Taria, you don't know?
You said what?
You don't know what God has for you.
You definitely
Just live your life,
don't.
Honey. You never
definitely don't. So, but one of the things that we had to do when we went to this program, because what it was teaching you how to like read scripts from, like, I forget the terminology. I don't even remember the terminology, but like reading them cold, right? Okay. And one of the things we used to have to do is try to visualize like what that person was doing right before this particular scene. So when I'm thinking about my target audience, I'm thinking about, okay, what were they up last night about, stressed about, or what was it that was giving them anxiety? What was the last reason that they cried? And what is the thing that we can do with your product or service to be able to solve whatever it is that's getting them to where they are, why they're stressed out and stuff like that. And I feel like when people really hone in on that one thing, that's when you're able to have success. Now, okay, so now, listen, if it's one thing I'm always talking about right now, Don, is like, this is a great time if you know how to position yourself the right way to get on the media. So I'm so excited to have you here to talk about that, because a lot of people, they're like, okay, Taria, you telling me about the media and the news and the podcasts and the blogs and all this. They looking for me, but how do I pitch myself? So let's get into that. How does one pitch themselves to get those media opportunities?
Well, first of all, let's go back to target market, target audience. Because, see, Taria, this is the thing. I've been featured on, Fox, NBC, the CW. here, but it's not because I know these media people. It's because I know how to pitch. You still have to have a good pitch.
Mm-hmm.
Your friend's not going to put you on just because you're their friend. I mean, come on. But it's about building relationships as well. Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
It's about building relationships, but target audience. You may want to be on the Isaiah Factor, but your target audience is not over there. Your target
Right.
audience is on this news station, or it's on that audio podcast. And because it's not visual, you don't think it's big. No, boo. That audio podcast could have 50,000 listeners a month.
Come on.
They're going to buy from you. Isaiah, that other segment on TV, are they going to buy from you? So you have to look at where your target audience is, and then when you pitch, make it simple. Make it simple, to the point. Who are you? What do you want to talk about? What is the value you are going to bring to the target audience? And then put your attachment. Value is the key word here, girl. Let me tell you what people do when they pitch. And one of the biggest mistakes, they talk about how great I am. I want to come on and talk about me. You're so selfish. You're so selfish.
Okay.
Media wants someone who's going to add value.
Yes.
What are the takeaways that you're going to provide?
Mhm.
So if you want to talk about, let's say cookies, right?
Come on.
Nobody cares. Like, you're pitching, I got the best cookies in the world. They don't care about that. But if your cookies during this time of COVID, because we gained a few pounds during the quarantine, can help me lose 10 pounds, but
Come
I can
on.
still snack,
Yes.
that's a segment. How
Yes.
is it going to help? Or if you have a feel-good story with those cookies, I'm going to give 100 cookies away to 100 students for their first day of school because I know they have anxiety about starting school. That's a segment. That's
Come
a
on.
feel-good story.
Come on.
Or I'm going to pass it out to essential workers today. That's a story.
Yes.
What value? Are you going
Yes.
to entertain? Are you going to educate? But it's not about you. What value? But make
Woo.
it plain, to the point. And
Come
then
on.
put an attachment. But it doesn't have to be fancy because media doesn't have time. Unless, and then you have to understand timing. If it
Mhm.
bleeds, it reads.
Mm.
So if you have cookies or hair products, right now the main 3 topics are politics,
Yep.
justice system
Mm-hmm.
or injustice system, and COVID.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't fit your product or service to fit any of those things, then guess what? You're gonna have to wait.
Come on.
You're gonna have to wait. You're gonna have to understand timing. So those things, don't get in your feelings, and then follow up. Media gets hundreds of interviews. Hundreds of
Mm-hmm.
interviews.
Okay.
I mean hundreds of emails a day.
Right. So absolutely.
They're scamming, they're skimming. They don't need your whole life story. Don't give us 5 paragraphs. People
Right.
don't want to. Media doesn't have time.
Nobody got time. Don't none of us. We got 160 characters.
No.
Okay.
Tell them who you are.
Get straight
Tell them
to
who
it.
You are.
Mm-hmm.
Who you are, what you want to talk about, how it will add value.
I love that.
And put your attachment and move on, and make sure you're reaching the right target audience.
I
Don't
love
just
that.
want to hop on the mic either.
Yes.
You got to be careful. You got to be careful. Why are you, if you sell clothes, why are you pitching to a sports show? They don't care about you. You just want to be on the mic. You're not even making sense with what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
That audience is not your target audience. Yeah, you were on the mic and took pictures and you look real cute, but nobody bought from you. Like, the purpose is to promote your brand.
Right. Absolutely.
So I just want people to think about that.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Look, I got to give you some horns for this one. Listen, because you just dropped some major nuggets. You dropped about a gazillion nuggets there, from the target audience to making sure that it's relevant to the information, being intentional. Shoot, I've been on the news. You get 3 minutes, child. That 3 minutes go by quick.
Right.
And so can't be up there just talking about yourself. You need to talk about the results. That is so. Listen, Don, if they don't take away that one thing, people don't care about titles. And I always say this: people don't care about titles; they care about the results. That's why they're hitting you up. People don't get their hair done just to get their hair done. We get our hair done so we can look good. So we need to talk about the results that the hairstyle gives you. Can it get you a man? Can my hair get me a man? Because if that's the case, then you know what I'm saying. So you got to be relevant to what's going on in this world. Now look, I didn't hire some media people in the past, child.
Okay.
Okay, and I ain't get on no media, right? I got it. I remember I had this one person. If she's watching, how you doing? Got me invited to some housewives events. No media, but just I guess to be around. So my thing was, I was like, I can't really do media people because everybody I ever had, I felt like I got scammed. So what is it that somebody needs to be looking for when they're hiring someone that's designed to get them in front of these platforms or helping them with putting together pitches? Because I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I needed. I didn't even know, really, honestly, what she was supposed to do for me. Mm-hmm. So let's talk about that, because I know a lot of people get scammed out here in these streets.
Oh yeah, scamming is the word of the day, and it's the word of the year, girl. Let me tell you. But no, I will tell you. First of all, you have to see, do they have a track record in it? My media company, we help you pitch. We help you. We look at your pitch and we help you write it. Or if you want us to help you pitch, I don't look at myself as a PR firm, because I don't. See, the one thing you have to understand, nothing is promised. Even if people are close friends with media, there's no guarantee we're going to get you on. So you know, but what she might have been doing was trying to get you in those places where you were with celebrities. That was part of maybe the plan. You didn't know it. But you're not going to come out the gate just being in media. You got to have something behind you. But sometimes being at these events can help. If it is events that are in line with your brand.
Right. But but being at these events, then if I was, I guess, someone that would be in your shoes, I would give them instruction on how to leverage this, because all I was told was just to come, and I'm just sitting there like, hello, don't know what to do, who to talk to, and she wasn't even there, so I didn't even. Okay. You see what I'm saying? So I got no benefit from it.
Yeah, well, first thing, I mean, there should have been some interviews set up for you on the red carpet there. Talking to some of the media there, saying, hey, can you interview my client real quick? She's great, you know, and even getting pictures of you being interviewed. Even if they never uploaded it on their website, it doesn't matter. My client was at this Housewives event, and look, they're getting interviewed. Mm-hmm. Because, look, people have a short attention span these days. Nobody would have remembered you were interviewed there. You see what I'm saying?
Right, absolutely.
So you just have to do that, or taking pictures with some of the housewives, you know, and you can use that to leverage it. But just being there, who cares?
Right.
You know, it should have been some interviews maybe set up, even if it wasn't. I mean, you were there, but yeah, you could leverage it like that. You needed interviews there, pictures with some of the celebrities. Some things like that. Yeah, should have been done, or maybe you even interviewing.
Right. Some of them. I could have did that. Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been good. But just being in the place is not. So what? Anybody was there.
Right.
But yeah, you got to leverage it.
So I could see how that would have worked if we would have been effective with leveraging. But for me, I was just there, just, you know, looking around. So, okay. So then you also say pay attention to.
Or hold on. If you were introduced and started networking with some of the people there, that should have been done, some introductions too. So yeah.
Now, and I've seen really good publicists or people in the media do that, like with their clients, like, hey, come meet this person. And that's what I was like, okay, this is what, you know, but this was years ago, but that is what should have happened. And so now let me ask you this. Another thing, when it comes to hiring someone that, you know, is designed to help you with media, they should also have an idea of what they're looking to get done, right? Or is that something that you typically create? Or do you really expect for your clients, like, okay, so look, when we work with you, what is it that you want? Do you want to be introduced to certain people? Do you want to get on a media platform? Do you want to, you know what I mean? Because I feel like all of that is, I guess, entangled together. So what is your recommendation on when somebody does come with you? Do they need to have an idea of where they want to be?
Well, first, what I do is I provide a 15-minute, no obligation, complimentary consult. And I ask you, what are your goals? What are your goals? I ask them questions that they haven't been asked before. They're like, oh, let me think about that. Because people just see, I want to be on TV. No, I'm going to ask you some strategic questions, because if you hire me, I need to know what I'm dealing with here. Some of the questions I ask are, what are your goals? What are your top 3 that you want to accomplish with whatever we're trying to do? Then I tell you, based on what our conversation, this is what is the plan of action. This is what's going to be the best plan of action for you. And the plan of action I don't start with is, let's get you on TV. First, we need to clean up that Instagram. First, we need to clean up this media kit.
Right.
If you even have a media kit. First, I'm looking at your demo video that's on that is your Facebook Live. That's not a demo video, darling. we got a whole lot of stuff we need to do first. So TV is not even on the initial plan. We got to polish you to get presented. We got to fix this thing up.
Absolutely.
So that's the thing. We got to get the foundation straight before you try to get on a TV show. That's
right.
what I'm looking at. I'm looking at how you cussing out President Trump. I don't care what your political views are, but if you're an accountant and I'm supposed to pick, it's some stuff we got to clean up. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, absolutely.
If you're a comedian, you can do whatever you want to do, but you got to understand your target audience is looking at you. Are they going to hire you as an accountant doing some of that stuff? So I'm going to tell you some things first. We got to handle some foundation.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. I love that. Guys, sometimes, and I think a lot of times people want the house before the foundation is built. And if you have a house with no foundation, it will crumble. And so it's so important to make sure those, important things are in place. That's kind of like, even like with my business where I help people with writing books, I'm always like, we got to work on the chapters and the sub chapters first. We got to understand who we're serving and how we're serving, like all the stuff that's not fun. That's the stuff for most people. It's not the fun part, but that's what actually gets you to the parts of recognition. The excitement to getting on the platforms. And so I definitely love that. Now, listen, like we were talking about when we first got started, we are definitely in a weird year. This year is probably one of the most unique of my entire life. And I was sharing with you like how in the first week of the shutdown, like I was having anxiety attacks, like literally every night, waking up in a sweat, confused, trying to fit, because I like doing workshops. Like I like doing physical workshops. That's how I was getting most of my clients. And so I'm like, okay, we got to figure out what we're going to do now, right? Yeah. And we had to readjust. How has life been for you, since we've been put into this situation, and how have you found yourself, not necessarily, but readjusting, but kind of like, I guess, finding new gifts that are in you?
Well, it is readjusting because the gifts are always there. It's just how are you going to adapt your gifts to this new normal? So yeah, the first month, like I told you, the first month was tough. The first week is like, okay, this COVID will be over in a week, right? No more reports. Okay, so we on 2. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Then a major check I had was making was taken away. It happens. But God is good. And trust me, during this time, and now my life coach hat is going to come on, I'm telling you, everything that I thought I lost, he's restored. Got my first global client. I'm very excited. They're in the UK, so it's awesome. It's like, and the project we're working on is for a client that's like makes $5 billion in sales a year. This is a major project, but I met them through the opportunity I lost. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it wasn't a loss. And then another client. I mean, God is really good. So I had to really look at some things, and I just keep let me tell you, I just keep putting myself out there. I just keep doing good work. And the opportunity, and I got to stay in prayer. Absolutely. And I got to keep pushing opportunities like this. I didn't ask to be on your show. And I don't mean that in like, oh, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you keep operating in your gifts, God will open doors for you.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's the thing. You can't give up. You got to keep up every day. Like, Taria, you may not be able to go out and speak at events, but we got to speak to people virtually.
That's what we've been doing. Yeah.
Be consistent, man. Mm-hmm. And just be consistent and keep thinking outside of the box. Don't give up. Don't give up. But I've just had to keep. I've had days where I'm like, I'm sick of this. And I'm an introvert too, but even I was like, okay, because I like to touch on people and go to events virtually. This is good. At least I'm feeding the people some knowledge. I'm still speaking to the people. So I thank God for these opportunities, and this puts my brand out there. Yeah, absolutely. And thank you for that. You see what I'm saying? And then when we promote this, when it comes out, and then we promote this, we promote you. And that's how it works. We're all working together because you're providing your audience knowledge that's helping your brand, helping my brand. It goes full circle, and hopefully the people watching will gain something from this, because that's what it is. That's what it's about. And we're living on purpose here, man. And as long as I keep living on purpose, I'm good.
Amen
That's
to
what
that.
keeps me going. That's what
Yes.
keeps me going.
Come on. Come on. And listen, it's not easy to keep going. Sometimes, and like you say, listen, I've literally had days where I just kind of say, okay, it's time to take a break,
Yes.
regroup, because we can't do nothing about this. And you can't change it. I don't care how much we want to do something. We cannot change the situation. So we have to make the best of it. And so that's what we've been doing. And, I'm really, like I said, I'm really excited about first of all, congratulations on landing your $1 billion client. That is huge. Hold on, we got to get up for that. Yes.
They didn't make $1 billion, but they have billions. So
No, that's what I mean. They're $1 billion client. Yeah. Hello. Okay, you landed a $1 billion client, so that is a business. And I'm just so happy to see that, like you said, you've been able to take this opportunity and evolve it into something, because there are some people who've allowed it to push them to a point where they've just laid down. And I'm gonna say I've learned not to be one to judge, but I also understand that we are responsible for the stuff that goes on in our lives. And yes. Sometimes it's not going to be the most opportune, or it's not going to be what you thought it was going to be, but we all have to get up. I don't know about you, Dawn, but do people call you and say, Dawn, I thought you wanted to get this, are you going to work today? Do anybody call you, on a consecutive, because that's what I'm come to find. Nobody's going to call you.
No.
You got to get up and do it.
Girl, and let me tell you, a few years ago in my business, it was rough. And I really wasn't failing. It was God redirecting me to some things. I was off social media for a good month, because when I first started my business, things were good, but see, I made some mistakes. Didn't have some foundational things in place. Things were good at first, but then I hit a major setback, and I was like, okay. And I mean, it was tough. I had to get off social media for a month and regroup. But when I did, it was a blessing. But you know what I did? It started with one thing. And Warren Broadnax of She's Happy Hair, love him. He gives all these motivational business videos. I said, you know what? I'm a certified life coach. I help other clients, but don't think the encourager doesn't need encouragement. That's what I tell people. Don't think life coaches haven't had down times and struggles. Right. Even the encourager needs encouragement. But hearing one of his videos, I said, you know what? I am not a failure. There is no such thing as failure, really. It's just God redirecting you. Come on. But I started with one thing, changing my website, taking off services that I didn't want to provide, I didn't like, I don't enjoy doing. I just promoted and posted. And girl, then doors started opening. And I knew that's what God was saying. I needed you to clean up some things. But sometimes you got to sit down to get back up. You know what I'm saying? But you got to get up. You have to get up. And it starts with one little thing. So if your business right now, it starts with you watching this, getting this free game. And what are you going to do with the information you've been given? Are you going to stay sitting there? Or are you going to get up and do one thing? Write your bio. Do one thing. Start writing content for your website. Do something small that will lead to big things. And I'm telling you, God will just start to open doors. And post. Polish it. Make sure it's polished though now. But but take advantage. There's all these free webinars, man. Yeah. Take advantage of free things. Because all these companies, girl, they giving free game. All these businesses, they were charging before, but now you can tell they're like, okay, I need to bring in some clients too. They wasn't giving no free webinars. Now everything free. You better take advantage of this free game these people giving you.
Absolutely. So if somebody wants to get in contact with you and interested in your services, where is it that you recommend that they go?
Well, if you want to contact the media company, go to obsessedwithmedia.com. All of our services are on there. Dawn at obsessedwithmedia.com for the media services. And for the life coaching side, because I am, the communication queen, it works. Hey, the communication coach. But if you need to communicate with me on a life coaching in that arena, hit me up. I'm updating the Dr. Dawn website right now. So hit me up on Instagram, THEDRDAWN, social media, and we'll handle it that way. But I'm here for people. I'm here for people.
Absolutely. And of course, if they go to the Own Media Instagram, they can find you through there as well, because that's what's on the screen and whatnot. Okay, cool.
Absolutely.
Cool. Last and parting words that you want to leave with our urban CEOs.
I just want to say, let's take off the mask and let's get real about it. Put the pride aside. See, because I'm about to mix some media and a message here with you all. Take the mask off and be real. If you're in trouble right now with your business, it's not too late. You can fix it. But see, you can't fix what you don't face. You got to face it. You got to look at the foundation. It can be fixed. Don't panic. You are not the only one. We have all been there. We're all in this together. I don't care how pretty people are posting. Everybody's dealing with some type of problems, challenges. It's just how we handle it. You will make it, but you're going to have to make a decision to get up. If you need help, that's when you go to somebody to help you. Don't sit in a mess. It's kind of like if you vomit, right? Are you going to just sit in the vomit? Or are you going to get up and clean it up and get yourself together? Come on, y'all. You can do it. God put it in you. Look, it's never losses. These are just lessons. Learn from the lessons. Learn from the lessons. So I want to say God bless each and every one of you. And I'm looking forward to seeing the success. Seriously. Seriously.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much. Always dropping nuggets, always dropping bombs. Y'all make sure that y'all pull up on her, visit her website, and we have all of the information as you've seen it on the screen, but also depending upon how you're watching this, it is in the comment space. Also, do us a favor, share this video, tag some people in this that you know need to learn about everything that we talked about today. And trust me, this will not be the last time, because we're going to be reaching out to the Dr. Don Paul so she can bring some additional nuggets with us. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, that is another edition of As Real As It Gets TV. I am your girl, Taria Vision Avant. And darling, we will see you on the next show. Until then, I'll holla. Deuces.